It took out the world's most wanted terrorist. Ayman al-Zawahiri was killed by so-called Ginsu missiles, named after the popular slice-and-dice Japanese knives.
Oh, it's back for sharp.
They were fired with pinpoint accuracy from a drone flying at 50,000 feet. The missiles don't explode. They're equipped with 6 super sharp rotating blades that can cut through concrete.
It's the kind of thing that is very tailored, very focused, that if you wanted to take out the passenger of a car and not the driver, it's that kind of a focus.
Similar missiles were used in 2017 to kill another terrorist in his car in Syria. You can see the jagged metal where they sliced through the roof. And this video shows what's left of the weapons. You can still see one of the deadly blades. TV networks interrupted regular programming last night as President Biden, still battling COVID, announced the operation from the Blue Room balcony.
The United States successfully concluded an airstrike in Kabul, Afghanistan, that killed the emir of Al-Qaeda.
This just-released photo shows the president being briefed on the operation. That box contains a scale model of the apartment building where the 71-year-old terror leader was living. This is the building today. A green tarp covers the 3rd floor balcony where he was killed at 6:18 a.m. Sunday. It's in an affluent neighborhood of Kabul and is owned by the family of Afghanistan's interior minister. Evidence the Taliban are once again sheltering Al-Qaeda.
He was obviously there with the complete knowledge and connivance of the Taliban. And I'm sure if they're willing to harbor public enemy #1 in the United States, after all, al-Zawahiri has had a $25 million bounty on his head for more than 2 decades. There's lots of other fish in that pond.
Al-Zawahiri was labeled deceased on his FBI Most Wanted poster. He was Osama bin Laden's right-hand man and was a key figure in plotting the 9/11 attacks. He reportedly moved to downtown Kabul in April, apparently believing the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan put him out of reach. He was dead.
It's a brazen robbery. A suspect walks into a liquor store armed with an assault rifle. But the store owner is ready. Even though he's 80 years old, he has the reflexes of a teenager and opens fire. The suspect entered the liquor store in the dead of night here in the small town of Norco, California, about 50 miles east of Los Angeles. After a recent uptick in robberies in the area, the owner installed high-tech security cameras around the perimeter of the property. When the suspects pulled up to the store, the owner was watching them on his monitor, ready to defend his business. The suspect goes running, screaming for his life. The getaway car peels out as one suspect struggles to get in the passenger side. Meanwhile, 80-year-old Craig Cope stands guard with his rifle in hand in case any trouble comes back. A short time later, he reportedly suffered a heart attack from the ordeal. He was rushed to the hospital, but is reportedly going to be okay. Tamara Gibbons says her boss is a hero.
I'm glad that they caught the guys, and I'm glad Craig shot him. I mean, he's a local hero, you know, especially, you know, he's 80 years old.
Best friends forever. One lazy day in 1995, when they were 10, Brian, Drew, and Travis and his kid brother Lance thought of something.
We thought one day it'd be a cool idea to say, hey, you know what, let's put a note in a bottle and give it a whirl and see what happens.
They wrote a message in a bottle and tossed it into the bayou just outside Houston.
Did you ever think about the note over the years?
No, to be honest, I did maybe a year or so once we did, but we completely lost track of it.
I never thought of it. I mean, we're talking almost 30 years ago.
27 years later, Terry Pettyjohn was cleaning a beach with a bunch of volunteers when he found a thick green bottle.
There's this bottle buried, so I kind of reached down and had to kind of pull it, you know, dig it. I looked and it's sealed. I said, oh my God, this is a note.
The only way to get the note was to break the bottle. This is what he read. If you find this, please call. If not home, please leave it on answering machine. It was signed Travis, Brian, Drew, and Lance. Terry called the numbers, but they had been disconnected a long time ago. So he turned to Facebook.
Bada bing, bada boom. We found Brian.
So how far did the bottle travel after all those many years? Was it to the other side of the world? China, maybe. The tip of South America? Nope, not even close. The bottle had gone a grand total of just 2 miles. Their theory? It sank to the bottom of the shallow water and then slowly rolled its way to the beach where it was found.
I bet that bottle was heavy enough, it actually wouldn't float.
So interesting to think that all the hurricanes and the many other storms, it only went 2 miles.
There is a poignant side note to the story. That first name, their best pal, Travis Castor, unexpectedly died 2 years ago. Do you think he was sending you a message?
100%. It was just a sign. In fact, I get goosebumps right now talking about it.
We thought maybe it was a message from above from him that let us know he's okay.
What a find after all these years.